I'm Gary Butler. May the 5th of last year, I came to have a treadmill test. My physician said at my age 69 it'd be a good idea to do that. Just as I got to the point they thought they had the numbers or all that they wanted, everything started getting a little bleak, and they'd had me sit down and cough, and the next thing I wake up and they're doing chest compressions.
In Gary's case, he developed a life-threatening heart rhythm problem called ventricular tachycardia, and he subsequently had a cardiac arrest and required CPR.
Then the cardiologist installed 2 stents and sent me to medical ICU. And the cardiologist made it quite clear if this had happened on a bike ride, even in Townsend, on the bike path up there, he said you most likely might not have survived. My goals were to find out was there anything I could do to avoid another episode, and what could I do to make me feel better.
So cardiac rehab is to be able to exercise and get back into life quicker and a lot safer. The first time they come in, it's one-on-one with a nurse. We listen to their heart, we listen to their lungs, we go over their medicines, listen to what type of life that they have been living, what their activities of daily living have been, what they've been eating for the years, how much exercise they do.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
I would come in and do the exercise portion, which they did that on a gradual basis. 2
more.
To kind of keep track of what your heart rate was. They would slow you down if you were trying to go too fast.
136.72.
They wanted to make sure that you were getting everything you could out of it.
Great job.
And they could tell by the chart as you were making the speed on the treadmill higher, or the bike you were using, resistance levels were going up.
When you come home with a diagnosis, you don't know what you can do. You don't know how much you can push yourself. The idea is that we can push you because we can see your blood pressure, we can see all these symptoms, the shortness of breath, we can see pain, we can see how you're acting.
Because they wanted to make sure that I didn't have another episode. I'm sure they didn't want to push me too hard.
Right down through the middle.
The nurses in cardiac rehab are trained to know when to push or when to hold back. They're trained to look for signs and symptoms that might suggest a problem early on with the heart. We're monitoring their heart rhythm and their vital signs, so if they start having heart rhythm issues like Gary had, then we're able to see that quickly and get that information to their physician so that it can be addressed quickly.
And then at the end, they had me doing all I wanted to do. All the educational classes they did were real helpful. Just being physically active like I wasn't quite enough exercise to keep my heart strong and keep myself healthier. I definitely have way more energy than I had before. I don't struggle as much when I really exert myself for long periods of time. It can't do anything but help you, and it helped me a great deal. They're not just going to let you skip through it and get by with the least you can do. They want you to do better.
How are you feeling, Gary?
They became friends in that short period of time.
There's no way to explain how good you could feel watching somebody get better.
I feel like I need to keep up the exercise for sure, so that I can go do things with grandson and other folks, ride the bike when I can. You've got to live your life that now's the last minute.